Hello Libra, and welcome to your love reading. Before we begin, this could be past, present or future energy, but for me as a reader, the energy truly begins as soon as you are guided towards watching this video. This message will resonate if it is meant for you. If it does not resonate, please be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, as they are all important regarding love. If you feel divinely guided towards a personal reading with me, that information will also be in the description box below. So let's get started, Libra. We now open ourselves up to the energy that we are about to receive with love and light. We are open, we are accepting, we are ready. So now Libra, as I ring this singing bowl, I would like you to take a long breath in and allow this noise to roll through your senses and then release. We are ready. This is a love reading, so your energy will be on this side, Libra, and your partner's energy will be on this side. But do remember that as I am connecting to both of your energies, that this may be vice versa, this may be interchangeable, so take it how it resonates with you. Your current situation regarding love and your partner's current situation regarding love, Libra. Libra's current situation. Oh, we almost had the Empress. That did come out. The first card in your energy, Libra, is the Empress. Now this is your card. This is your major arcana. So you're appearing in your own reading here. The Empress, she is a fertile energy. She gives birth. She is quite fertile, but here the ideas she gives birth to, they're going to create, they're going to provide inspiration, because we do have her mind glowing here with these possibilities, and these are not just possibilities for the Empress. She is the mother of the deck, so these possibilities actually come to fruition. She has already built a forest behind her, and now she looks into the future and she sees what else she can create. She sees what else is in fact possible. This heart is concrete, this is a cement heart, this is referring to the permanence of her love. The Empress comes from a place of unconditional love. Without limits. This is an open individual. This is someone that takes a higher perspective in situations. So that's the way you're approaching this relationship, Libra. Libra, I feel like here you're welcoming them, you're providing them with a warm and nurturing atmosphere, because you see this relationship growing. This is a part of you. You're taking this individual and you're showing them that unconditional aspect of yourself, that Empress inside yourself. The current situation of Libra regarding love. The next card in your energy, Libra, is the Four of Swords. Now, the story behind this card is quite interesting, so maybe you have an interesting story about this relationship, but here, this is an open coffin, and this refers to knights that would go out to battle and they would pre-make their coffins in advance because they were unsure if they would survive this journey. And so when they did, against all odds here, overcome all of these challenges and all of these obstacles that really actually grew them as a person, their faith increased here. This is what grew them. Their faith was growing over time, and now they're laying in this coffin. They're grateful and thankful for really making it this far. And because this is referring to a sense of feeling near death and near death experience, now they're going to choose paths ahead that are of true meaning to them and purpose in their life. The Four of Swords, this is about you taking a step back, healing, resting, recuperating after this long journey, this journey that could tell a story, this journey of faith and perseverance. And again, now you're aligning this with this relationship and you're choosing to make steps forward that are only of the utmost seriousness, that are going to have purpose and meaning. This is about a relationship structure built on faith. Current situation for Libra regarding love. Faith, Libra. The High Priestess, she is the divine counterpart to the Hierophant, the priest of the deck. She is one of the most spiritual cards here. This is you, again, having all of that information at hand, having all of that depth of experience here to guide you. There is information on this lady's lap, and this represents her ability to be all-knowing, all-understanding. And she brings the one pillar here is dark, one is light. She brings those energies together and she creates harmony through her perspective, through her wisdom, and she's making decisions now. So she's been in a place of manifestation, she's grown from that manifestation, and now she's looking at the path ahead and she's in contemplation mode. And she may be quiet at this time. The High Priestess, she doesn't need to speak because the silence speaks louder. The silence is very much filled with her mind, and that glow, I'm remembering that glow from the Empress here. But you're sensing a higher meaning to this connection, a sense of divine timing. And this is in your energy, so this is saying that these senses, your intuition is highly on point. And here the Empress is glowing here. If we take the moment here, she glows. Those stars on her head. It's not so much though about the endless possibility aspect of this. It's more so seeing how you can implement those possibilities, seeing how you can carry this through into creation here. So you're making some decisions now regarding this relationship. You're taking this relationship seriously, but you're seeing this as having a higher calling. This isn't just to build a practical foundation. This is about a meaning for you. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. So you may have already built a stable emotional foundation here. All of these cups are potential. They're holding here together. They're manifesting still. They're not broken. They're standing upright. But here you are. You're moving forward into the distance now, moving forward and embarking on a greater journey here. Holding that wand and following this urge within you, your intuition guiding you. And this is about cups, this is about feelings and emotions. So here there's an inner knowing that there's going to be something impending here, some emotional fulfillment in the future that's going to build these cups even further, even more so that you can embark on this journey now with that foundation behind you. The moon is lighting up the dark here, so this is saying that energy of not seeing everything, that is obsolete to you now. You're seeing everything. You're seeing everything with clarity. You're moving towards this. And I'm noticing here the moon that lights up the sky. Look at the relaxed. Look how relaxed this moon looks. This moon looks quite comfortable, so this is an inner trust in your decisions. And this may be as well people noticing your decisions are being quite substantial, being quite loyal and trustworthy. You know, you're becoming someone that's emotionally reliable. The last card, please. Wow, that came out. That came out quite fast. And Libra, your card again, the Justice card, the Empress and the Justice card can be the major arcana that represent you. So here you're remaining true to yourself, you're being authentic. This person, they hold a scale in one hand. This scale represents balance, equality and fairness. And in the other they hold a sword, which is about authenticity, intelligence, aligning both together to contribute to this relationship in a way that is going to be fair, that's going to rise above standards. This is about having high morals and values, and most importantly respecting this individual and respecting yourself, and remaining here, keeping your integrity and applying here yourself where needs to be applied. You're adapting to this relationship and you're following this journey quite naturally, quite peacefully, quite harmoniously. This is you sitting firm. This is you observing the situation objectively. You're not just thinking about yourself here, you're including your partner in your decisions that you're making ahead, in the path you're making ahead. This is about both of you. All of the commitments here you're going to pursue, and there could be multiple commitments here, Libra, but you're balancing them out here perfectly, in alignment, and you're involving this individual, incorporating this individual in those endeavours. The Justice card, they keep their promises. Their sword, this is a sword of truth. This is a sword of awareness, being aware of their partner and attentive and present with them. So now, Libra, we're going to now explore your partner's energy and their current situation regarding love. I think I will move these cards slightly just to allow your partner's energy. There we are. Beautiful energy, Libra. Libra, your partner, their current situation regarding love. The Empress, the High Priestess, the Justice card for you. You're making sure that your moves forward, they all have purpose. Every single move, they could be the littlest of moments, the littlest of steps, and on the bottom of the deck, as I stop shuffling there for a moment, they could be the littlest of steps, but you're taking them seriously. Every single path has a purpose. This is my divine timing card, the Wheel of Fortune. That wheel turns. Your partner's current situation, the Magician. So at this moment in time, your partner is in a place of manifestation. They have everything on the table, and I feel this is the way they're approaching you. They're being honest with you, they're putting everything on the table. They have the Wands here, which are the fire energy, the intuition. They have that drive, that motivation. They have the Cups, the feelings and emotions, and the intellect relating to that emotional empathy. They have their Pentacles. This is about the practical sides of their life, the long-term commitments they are pursuing and their investments, what they see as worth. And they have their Sword here, which is about honesty, authenticity, and big ideas coming through. And here, this is more so they're asking themselves what they would like to pursue. They're asking themselves what journey are they going to embark on. So this isn't the decision itself. This is the very inkling of an idea, the very inception of an idea in their mind. Before they make any decisions or bear that decision into creation with the Empress, this person, they have an infinity sign here, so they're using this intuition to guide them. Their faith alone is what brought them here to this relationship, and now what is that twinkling? What is that twinkling telling them? They're inquisitive, they're curious, and here they're willing to invest all of these different elements of energy into this love. The Magician is the number 1, so wow, Libra. So before we continue, I would like to just show you the steps here. It's almost like you and your partner, your energies are speaking to each other. So the Magician here is the number 1. The High Priestess is the number 2. The Empress is the number 3. So it's as though you're both working on these stages together. The number 1 is about inception, the twinkling of an idea. The High Priestess is about having all of the information, analysing the information and having an all-knowing wisdom, the decision, and the Empress is implementing that decision into creation, the fertile energy. So these stages, these are very much you're both here manifesting this love, manifesting this journey. The balance there as you meet their energy, you meet their... I feel like here you're both being pulled towards one another. There's an urge, there's a feeling here. And the next card is, well, the next card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the priest. They are the counterparts to the High Priestess. The Hierophant, they hold up their hand. They are a spiritual leader. They provide others with faith and inspiration in times of need. So they're someone that is committed. They are faithful. They complete here their promises. They are serious. They fulfill their path, and their path to them has a higher meaning. This is related to marriage. This is about those vows you make to one another and how that moment, that inception of love, that investment of love can then expand and be long-term. Forever, the utmost seriousness again that I was feeling in your energy as well, actually, Libra. So I feel like you're coming from the same place here. You're investing in this love. And we have the divine counterparts here. It's speaking. The cards, they're speaking to one another. We have the High Priestess and the Priest. One, they are all-knowing, all-seeing, and they take a step back for a moment and their silence speaks. And the other, the Hierophant, they are the leader to bind those promises to the substantial level of faith that they encompass, that they represent. Through thick or thin, for better or for worse, maintaining that sense of faith. And this could literally mean being faithful to you and that sense of devotion in their energy, but also here that's the connection itself, the intensity of that connection. That's what the Hierophant can relate to here. So now another card please for the partner of Libra. Another card please for the partner of Libra. The partner of Libra. Okay, this one feels right. The Six of Swords. These individuals, they're moving forward, and the path behind them may have been here quite unsteady. But as they look into the future, there's calm, serene energy. The water here is harmonious, is relaxing, so they're making those moves forward because they want to reach this level of peace, this higher level of peace. They're wanting to relax for a moment. You see on this boat feels... there's something quite comforting about this boat. And they're not leaving their swords behind, so these swords are substantial ideas that they have made, that their investments that can be of value here in a logical sense. They're keeping those in this boat, and so it's not so much about letting go, it's about moving forward. And this is to a place of clarity as well as wish fulfillment. Taking those ideas to a place where they can implement them, where they can grow those ideas and establish a more solid relationship with those ideas. the current situation of the partner of Libra. The partner of Libra. The partner of Libra. Okay, the next card is the Ace of Cups. Extending this cup to you now. This is unconditional love. This is the minor arcana that does represent unconditional love. This cup, it overflows. And as it does so, it builds a stream, a never-ending stream that can keep going, can build then a emotional foundation. This hand is white and pure and seemingly here coming out of nowhere, coming out of wonderment. As they follow their emotional guidance system here with the compass at the top of this card. And their emotional guidance system is telling them to move forward in this relationship and extend this cup to you. And come from a place that is free of judgment, free of expectation, but full of care. Full of a tender love that is open. I feel like here they're coming to you with open arms. They're extending themselves to you, Libra. They're not wanting you to bear this cup. They're not wanting you to hold this cup. It's interesting, they're wanting to hold this cup for you. So I feel they're wanting to take the lead. They're wanting to, especially here emotionally. So they're wanting to bear the emotion, to show you how much they care about you and reveal to you all of this overflowing emotion. Because I feel like here, with this twinkling, with the magician, all may not be revealed. And they're coming to this place now of peace in order to express themselves fully. And this is overflowing. So no matter how much they've already said to you, this is everything inside of them just releasing itself. And the Empress, Libra, as you know, because this is you, Libra, the Empress represents unconditional love. And you see how they're matching your energy? Your energy is conversing here, as we have the major arcana that represents unconditional love. So they're offering you here what they feel when they look at you, what they feel you represents who you are as well. The next card for Libra. The next card for Libra, please. Current situation for their partner. Current situation for their partner regarding love. Oh, Libra. Incredible energy. Incredible. We have the Lovers card. The Lovers, this is about an intense love, a true love connection. This is a divine union. This is two individuals, they're coming to each other bare. They're revealing all of themselves, all of their emotions, and they may not have all of the answers in this connection. Well, perhaps all of the conclusions, all of the outcomes, the future may not be fully known, but their heart answers those questions for them. They're following their hearts. This is about their hearts really creating here a peace of mind that leads them, draws them towards you. And here they're looking at one another, they're understanding. This is a connection where they're coming together as equals here. Truthful, bare, honest. Feeling protected, feeling as though they're being looked after from above, this sun, this clarity. It's all now coming to an enlightenment, to an awakening for really just how intense this love connection is, and it's manifesting. it's not only manifesting, Libra, but this is coming to fruition. You see, the Empress is the Threes, and we have 3 major arcana on your side and 3 major arcana on your partner's side. So both of you here, I feel like this is a message. This is really a message to you, Libra, that this is coming together. This is coming together quite smoothly. I'm noticing here the pink in these cards, in the Lover's card here, and I'm thinking about the heart chakra. So people relate the heart chakra, so you see in this painting here, they relate the heart chakra to the green and the pink. And I'm seeing the pink in this card, and I'm thinking that their heart chakra is open. So when they are expressing this to you, Libra, they're coming from the right place. They understand their heart. Their heart chakra is opening to you and revealing itself to you. This is an open flow, so there's no obstacles, and there's no ulterior motive here aside from just following that natural urge within them, following their intuition here, because they do have the Hierophant in their energy, so they're highly intuitive, they're feeling guided, this feels like the right way it's meant to be. And I feel like here they're asking you to trust them. They're asking you to believe in them, to look at that cup and see that it's the Ace of Cups. But I feel like you know, Libra, I feel like you're looking at them now and you're getting the confirmations. I feel like you are receiving confirmations on this, that this is the right path, and this is serious. You're both taking this connection seriously. So when you both come together and you solidify this and this energy that we're receiving, you're both trusting this, and this isn't just yourselves, this is looking at each other and trusting here the pull here, the divine timing that came into play as this was coming into fruition. Oh, and as I was describing that, at the bottom of the deck, the World card. So this is everything. And it's interesting because I was just making a little bit of a circle with my hand, and now we have the World card here, which is again this completion, this cycle, this everything, this being able to be yourselves, discovering yourselves, and the journey. The world is long term, the world is permanent, so I think as well, some people describe the world as the end of a cycle, but really it's there's never an end. It's just you'll keep building and building and building. So now you're just taking that next step to build this foundation. I feel like this is an emotional foundation for both of you. So now, Libra, we have looked at your current situation regarding love and your partner's current situation regarding love. We are now going to ask how they perceive you and how you perceive them, but do remember that this is a matter of perception. So this is your energy, and now the way they perceive you, this could be true, this could not be true, but it is the way they're coming towards you, Libra. So how do they perceive you? Incredible. The Queen of Pentacles is the first card. The Queen of Pentacles, she has achieved. She is receiving the fruits of her labour. She is looking at this pentacle and she's nurturing this pentacle, and this comes from a innate and maternal comfort, a sense of being aligned with her morals and values and fulfilling her path. She has put the work in that's necessary She no longer has to really invest just as much and work so hard, because now she's in that place of this happening quite naturally, because she has the experience, she has the growth, she has that in-depth knowledge and respect. Not only the respect of others, but herself. She is looking for a long-term relationship. She is reliable and she is manifesting that relationship. The King of Pentacles is someone here that is her true pair, and he is just as serious. So they're seeing you coming forward and offering this to them, a nurturing maternal offer of true commitment. This is as well saying the partner they see as worth, so what they perceive as worth in a partner here, they see in you, because the Pentacles are all about not just that long term we've been discussing, but also the values and morals that we have. So if they're looking at you as the Queen of Pentacles, they're seeing you as someone that has quite a high moral value, quite a lot of worth within you here, and that does not mean monetary so much. I mean, you could be successful, Libra. That's more so what really speaks to them from the inside on a practical level. On a level that says, okay, this is long term, this is going to be something forever, this is something that we are going to nurture and grow. Next card, please, for Libra. How do they perceive you, Libra? The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. This person, they sit firm, they're quite serious in here. I feel like this is you being open with your emotions. You're putting all of these cups on the table and you're revealing all sides of these cups to your partner. This is you sharing your emotions, and this is them also seeing you as a wish fulfillment, seeing you as reflective here of the way they're feeling. So this could be here, the way this person's sitting, quite firm, quite serious. They're seeing this as a representation of themselves also, as they see these cups behind you. They're thinking, I feel this way, and deep down I know that Libra feels the same. We're holding on to one another and we're trusting in the process. We're being present with our emotions. They're wearing white, the sense of purity, that sense of sincerity. Building those cups. How do they perceive you, Libra? How do they perceive you? How do they perceive you, Libra? The next card, please. The Eight of Wands. These are the arrows of love. They feel as though you have penetrated them. There's no going back for them. You are the one, Libra. These arrows of love, they are pulling them towards you. They feel this passion and they cannot hold back this passion. They look at you, it's not really just looking at you, Libra, it's more hearing what you have to say, listening to what you have to say and how you convey yourself, and being drawn to you. They also feel like you're quite adaptable with this card. you go with the flow of your situation and you adapt yourself accordingly in a way that you perceive as fit and successful. It's almost a natural instinct to you to be able to merge with situations here and blend and be a sense of harmony no matter what. And they admire that about you, Libra, that you are able to get through these situations, to get through them with such integrity and respect for yourself, and also here maintaining that respect for others around you. But they're drawn to this. They're coming towards you, and sometimes they don't know if that's them coming towards you or if it's just this pull around them that's just almost coming from nowhere, and just they can't believe sometimes that this is real, this is part of their reality. What don't they perceive as real, Libra? Yeah, the eight of so we have two eights here. The eights relate to the strength card, this inner strength within you, this perseverance. You have many goals that you have achieved. These pentacles, these all represent long-term commitments that you have built over the years, and here this is you now having a stable foundation, and you're working hard now on the details of what is to come, and this is you investing in this relationship, choosing to put the work into this relationship, and this is about your determination, your perseverance, your intense focus to prioritize this individual, and here you're prioritizing them as much as they're prioritizing you here. So this is maintaining that balance. You don't need recognition for this either, Libra. You're by yourself here, and you're remaining here in a sense of work, in a sense of commitment. There's no distractions. You focus, you understand, you assess the information, and you follow through. They trust you. They look at you and they're seeing someone that they can rely on. I'm noticing that one pentacle though on the floor, and I'm seeing this as, I'll show you. I'm seeing this as more dreams that you have yet to fulfill, and that's in the future, and they're looking out into the future. And they're seeing more pentacles. They're seeing not only what you're both working on now, but what is to come, what is long term, what is your hopes and dreams. There's a star on this pentacle. In a way, they feel as though you're guiding the way. They're looking at you, and even though they're wanting to take the lead in some respect, they're seeing how, just through observation of you, how this can you can both put this into fruition, you can both convey this to one another and make a substantial journey together. So you're both coming from places of a safe and solid commitment that you're going to invest here. And the next card, please, for how they perceive you, Libra. How do they perceive you? How do they perceive you? One last card, please, for Libra in their energy. So the Change card has made an appearance now. This did reveal itself for a moment earlier, but now this is here. The Wheel of Fortune, this is about divine timing. This is about that wheel turning. So they're seeing a higher purpose to this commitment. A changes in the winds, and they're beginning to see that there's a path ahead that represents here something much greater than what you've already built. And this is a 10, so you've already built quite a solid and stable foundation together here, or you know, in a sense here on your own and contributing and coming together with this. But now you're choosing to expand this to the next level. And this is incorporating all of the energy. I was getting that in your partner's energy here, that this is about all of the elements. This is about finding a balance between the fire, the water, the earth and the air, the building a stable structure that is practical, but also influenced greatly by love and the feelings that you share. And putting that to use, putting that practical nature into solid ideas that you can form and grow over time, that you can ignite with the passion of the fire energy, working with that energy, working with all of that energy, creating a flow, not holding back. All these cards, Libra, the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Change, the Wheel of Fortune here. This is about not holding back. This is someone that's open. This is two individuals seeing each other and going with the flow. Going with the flow. Divine timing. We have the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Magician, the Justice card, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune now. Beautiful. So now, how do you perceive them, Libra? How do you perceive them? How does Libra perceive their partner? This is a lot of responsibility that you're both taking on here, but this doesn't feel heavy. This feels very honest and faithful and trusting. You're just maintaining those responsibilities without, it's almost second nature to both of you. The first card in your partner's energy for how you perceive them, Libra, is the Death card. The Death card, this is, I wouldn't worry too much about this card, Libra. This is about you closing a cycle. This is about someone that takes on multiple perspectives here. This is about reaction as well. So if we look at this card, we have Death here, and then we have individuals here at the bottom of this card. One of them is praying to Death. One of them is seemingly distant, and one has their head looking away, while the other is observant and curious about what is going on. And this is them being someone that can observe their reactions to past situations and complete situations with integrity, with respect for themselves, taking the lessons learnt, seeing how they have interpreted these events and criticizing themselves in a healthy way, seeing how they can improve next time when they go through these paths, and also what represents them truly and what they want to take ahead with them and what they can leave behind here. So this person really has no worries here with analysing themselves, no worries here with moving forward and growing as a person. This is about introspection and awareness, and you feel like this person, Libra, is quite aware of themselves. they're quite knowing of themselves. They have different sides to them, but they take the time to acknowledge these different sides and embark on their journeys from a high perspective. And the sun does come up here, so when they close these cycles, there's just clarity here coming up. The sun's coming up in the background to show there that they do have a safe and secure foundation behind them. The Death card. This can also mean deep emotion. Deep emotion. How do you perceive them? The Seven of Cups. This person, they have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative energy around them. They stand in front of this in awe. All of these cups are full, all of these cups can be emotionally fulfilling, so they're presenting you with quite a few emotionally fulfilling journeys that you can both embark on, but now it's about deciding which emotional journey to take and knowing that here this can be a bit of a state of analysis paralysis. Asking too many questions and deciding upon what to manifest and not quite fully getting there just yet, because again, that sense of wonderment, that sense of surprise, that sense of not believing that perhaps they're again in awe of this relationship and not truly knowing just how to react yet to this situation, which is ironic compared to the Death card here, because in their lives they can be, Libra, quite a intuitive person, quite a analytical person, introspective, but then when it comes to approaching this relationship, they're quite surprised. They have so many ideas and they're quite in awe of this. They're taken aback. So even someone such as them, Libra, to you, as they approach you, here they're having to again go within themselves and see how they can create harmony from all of this possibility. How do you perceive them, Libra? But they want to work with you here. They want to work with you on a path that's going to be emotionally fulfilling. So I feel like they're coming from the right place here by analysing the different ways that you can go about this relationship. But perhaps they're not conveying this to you fully at this time. Perhaps this is, again, them kind of being taken aback in some way. But we'll see. Let's see. How do you perceive them? How do you perceive them, Libra? The Page of Swords. Yeah, this person, they hold this sword of truth and they're waiting to make their move. They have all the information at hand. This is an intellectual page. They're curious, they're studious, they're observant. They learn through observation here. So perhaps they're observing this relationship, they're critical, they're analytical, and they're taking this quite seriously. You see their mind here? You see how they're looking out into the distance and they have such a serious, firm look on their face as they hold this sword of truth. And they're wondering here, what's the most trustworthy path? What's the most trustworthy path? So all of these paths are emotionally fulfilling, Libra, but which one is going to convey seriousness? Which one is going to convey security? Because we have the Page of Cups also. So they're coming from an authentic place. They're extending this cup. This is the page that's quite sincere in their emotion. They're quite innocent in their approach. They're quite open, and this genuine offer of love, this is coming from faith. This is them taking a leap of faith in expressing themselves to you. And here, when they think of their emotions, they feel quite certain. They feel quite trusting of their emotions here. But then when they want to implement these emotions into something sustainable, they take this a little bit more seriously. So again, they're in a state here of gathering information. They're wanting to convey themselves to you in a way that is going to convey this Hierophant energy, which is the leader, the person that is providing a safe and secure foundation, and a foundation based on faith. Last card please for Libra, and this is how, okay, the last card, your partner's energy, Libra. This is, yes, intense passion here. The Knight of Wands. So they went from holding back to overflowing here with passion. This Knight of Wands, they're the fastest, they're coming in fast, they feel this intensity and they cannot hold back. They cannot. So this is them leading the way with now this fire energy, their emotions igniting this fire within them and moving them forward. And they may not feel ready here. They may not feel ready, they are ready, but for some reason here it's as though they have to hold this information at hand, and they don't know whether to, you know, it's this sense of, I need to be trustworthy, but then they just can't, they can be trustworthy, but they just can't control themselves here for you. They look at you and they see you and they're ready. There's a high level of attraction here for you, and I feel like as well this is about how you convey yourself, how you appear on the inside, and being so drawn to you that even if they feel like they have to protect here and come from a trustworthy standpoint, the authenticity of this love for them is enough for them to make that decision. I just had to change my camera battery there. I see here the Lover's card near the Knight of Wands, and I'm thinking how this is fast-paced, Libra, but their heart, the intense passion they're feeling from their heart, this true love of the Lover's card, this is a passion that they don't want to bear alone. There's two people in the Lover's card. This feeling that they have, they're seeing what this relationship is becoming, and this is a mutual endeavour now, so they feel like there's no reason to hold back. There's maybe they're filling their trust here with their heart. They're trusting in their heart. And the reason why they feel the need to observe is because they want to learn from this relationship. They want to acknowledge you and to show you that you are being acknowledged, that you are being respected. They don't want to drop anything. They don't want to let anything slip in between their fingers here. It's almost as though they were trying to take everything on at once here. But I do see this creating harmony, because the Hierophant, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, this is very harmonious energy. I'm wondering whether they've revealed this to you, or if you're sensing this within them. But I love that the Ace of Cups is here, and this is matching the Empress and the High Priest and the High Priestess as well. You're both quite mature individuals, and I feel like you're handling this in a constructive way, this energy that you're feeling. And I feel like that's why this is coming in, that's why divine timing is taking place now. Now we're going to move forward to the future of this relationship. We've looked at your current situation regarding love and your partner's current situation regarding love, how they perceive you and how you perceive them. So now the future of this relationship for Libra and their partner, both of you now. What is the future of this? Almost. The first card in your energy is the Knight of Swords. The swords, when these cards were made, the swords represented those of authority, the leaders. They were the ones that were able to implement big ideas and the most trusted in their kingdoms. And this is an intellectual energy also. You're coming to a place of trust for one another that's on such a profound level that you cannot question, you cannot hold back. This is very much everything out in the open with this sort of truth. The kingdom here, they come to the King of Swords for long-standing decisions that are going to last over long periods of time. Why? Because the King of Swords, he takes everyone into consideration. So here you're both taking each other into consideration, and what he does is he makes a decision based on what is best for everyone, what is best for every perspective involved. Quite objective here. In a way it's selfless, but it's not, because he's maintaining a kingdom. He's maintaining not only respect for himself, but building his kingdom based on the wisdom here, this wise experience and understanding. And everything in due course through these big decisions does come into fruition and lead the way forward. And that's why he is the King of Swords. Authentic, truthful, and an implementer of justice. So here, this is how you're both choosing to move forward in your energy. The future of this relationship for Libra and their partner. The future of this relationship for Libra and their partner. The next card is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, so we have two kings here in the future, and the kings, they represent that meticulous planning, the implementation here as they analyse the situation. And the king, they come from a place of a safe foundation, established foundation. Others have this respect for them. This can be leader energy as well, but in a sense of the life experience, the hard work that the King of Pentacles has built others around them. They look to them as guidance, as mentors, people of inspiration for growth, people that have well-deserved success. So this relationship is receiving here well-deserved worth here, and this is whatever you both perceive as value and worth. This is aligning those morals, aligning what you are both heavily invested in this relationship, and following this through in a practical sense, in a grounding energy. You see, this foundation in the background, this is safe and secure. And this King of Pentacles, I'm noticing here a true pair. We have the King and the Queen. These energies, these synchronicities in your energy, Libra. This is both of you uniting. This is a union of love. The divine pair here, and also here the magician, the one, the high priestess, the two, and the empress, the three. You're not waiting anymore, both of you, you're not waiting. This is a card of victories, but these are short victories. These are not long term, so this is about letting go of this kind of energy, letting go of short-term victories here with these swords, and moving forward into something more of substance. A place not only of this success, but also the empathy involved, the relationship that you have and that you grow, and how that can be manifested in a way that's sustainable. And I feel like here it's sustainable by grounding this in the immense level of emotion that you share. And the next card is the Emperor. This is the long-standing, this is the long-term. The Emperor is the divine counterpart to the Empress in your energy, Libra, and the Emperor, they have built themselves from the bottom to the top. They are the wise man with experience, they are the father of the deck, and they lead the empire and they follow through with their commitments. They're serious about their promises, and the promises that they make are very firm beliefs. This is both of you having quite firm beliefs in where you want this relationship to go now. Knowing inherently that this is it, this is the path forward. You've made the decisions necessary and you have that foundation in place, and now the thoughts arise, what are you going to do with this foundation? How are you going to lead this foundation in a way that's going to convey this Emperor energy? Sitting firmly here, trusting. The Empress is the unconditional. She is the unconditional love, she is the maternal, she is the open energy of creation. The Emperor is the person that's stern, that's of high regard, and keeps his promises, maintains his commitments, and supports this foundation. So this is a mutual, you're finding a way to blend this unconditional love with this Emperor energy. And here as well, this is not just focusing on the long term, this is completely cutting out here the short term. You're tying up any of those loose ends. You're cutting those down now, those loose ends, to make way for this foundation. This is an awakening you're both having. determination, devotion, equal love, you're responding to each other, so you're both giving to this relationship and they're giving to you what is best for you at this time, and you're giving to them what's best for them, and it's this inner knowing. It's like you don't need to convey this, you just inherently are this way, and you're building upon these emotions, you're building upon that empathy and that innate understanding, the inner strength that you both hold as this love is growing. And really this love is the full love. This is the Ace of Cups and the Empress, but as this is full, this is overflowing, it still builds, it builds and builds and builds, and you may reach points where you think, okay, this is it, this is the highest passion, this is the highest level of intensity, and then another path comes forward and suddenly there's another step, and then there's another step, and moving forward and knowing that there's higher means to this, there's hopes and dreams that are being fulfilled, and a purpose to this feeling that you both have. And we have one more card here, so the Emperor, that's quite a long lasting. This is a message here of mature love, of love that's, you're answering each other. This you don't need to speak, it's just inherently known, both of you. Your intuition here with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, it's all knowing. Almost there, Libra. Through thick and thin. This card is one of my most blessed relationship cards here. These two individuals, you see, this is the story behind this card. I do like to expand on the stories sometimes. These individuals, they're out in the cold and they're wearing here worn out clothes. They may not have shoes. They may be walking here in this snow, and one has crutches. They're both seemingly injured. They're both facing a period of deprivation. They're facing a period of lack. There's not many people around them, and you see most people would be on the inside of this window in the warmth. They wouldn't be seeing this, they wouldn't be acknowledging really that sense of perhaps emotional poverty, or a sense of poverty in some regard here for these individuals. But really there is no poverty, there's no true poverty, to be seen here, Libra, because these individuals, they stand together, they have each other, their love binds them. This is a sense of community in times of disparity, and this is the story behind this, is that this is both of you seeing who your true friends are and seeing that in each other, saying, okay, you're both there for one another through thick and thin. You're willing to be there in the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, no matter what. So this is you both recognizing that this person is always going to be there for you, even in times where this story may convey itself. And I feel like it's definitely not, Libra, but you're acknowledging that if it was this way, if you were feeling deprived, they would be there. They would be right beside you, and vice versa here. They feel the same way about you, because this is a mutual energy. And look how the Emperor, he sits firm. He sits firm, he maintains balance, he provides here for his unconditional Empress. So this is that sense of justice, that sense of a equal giving and receiving, and looking upon one another, and with empathy and understanding for the trials and tribulations that may come up in life. You're thinking, well, we'll always be there. We may have a stable foundation now, but no matter what, we'll always be there. So this is about healing as well. I feel like this is about healing because you're trusting. You're both trusting this. I feel like it takes a great level of trust and personal development to commit this much to this love and be so certain about this love now in the future that, yeah, this is because you're following your heart. Sorry, I did peek across the card here and we do have the Knight of Cups, and this is following your hearts. Libra, this is the time in the reading where I take a step back and I allow your intuition to guide you. So I have written a poem for every card in this deck, so the next card we receive, I'm going to pull that poem and read this to you and allow you to use that divine guidance here, that both of you very much highly intuitive at this time. So can we have a poem please for Libra, a divine message for Libra that wanted to come out? I feel like that wanted to come out. For those of you that were wondering, that was the Queen of Cups. That sense of deep emotion. So can we have a card for a poem, please? A card to convey a poem for Libra. The cards are working now to give you the right message for you. Almost. Libra and the partner poem. A poem for Libra. So we have the Page of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck we have the World card again. The world, everything coming together. Allowing this energy for Libra. So I'm just going to find this poem for you, Libra. Page of Wands. Here we go. The Page of Wands, so you see how he's admiring this wand, admiring this journey. He is my dreamer card. And this is the poem, Libra. I'll read this to you now. Allow your intuition to guide you. Admiring the beauty of this blessing, seeking what their soul has come caressing, following core value and inspiration. Enthusiasm here is a great sensation, yearning for more to discover and explore, dreaming about what they deeply adore. Using this strong hope and imagination can manifest their desires into creation. So, well, that's a beautiful closing message for you, Libra, and I would say here the words that stood out for me that relate to this reading quite heavily, I would say yearning for more to discover and explore, as we had seen in your partner's energy, and also can manifest their desires into creation, because we have the Magician, the card of manifestation, and then we have the High Priestess, the 2, and the Empress, the 3, which that's unconditional love and creation of that in abundance here. The true pairs, the divine counterparts, the High Priestess and the High Priest, the Emperor and the Empress. This is very much manifesting. And that is the poem for those of you that would like to further analyse this energy. Beautiful. Thank you, Libra, for sharing this journey with me. This is your energy and I am just the messenger. I am sending you all of my love and all of my light. Now this is the details, this is the depth. I feel it's necessary to provide you with the complete reading, the complete energy that I'm receiving. So now we've closed this reading, and in the extended, that's just for those of you that want that little bit extra. And in that reading, I feel I'm going to explore what you love about them, what you adore about them, Libra, and what they adore about you, and also the purpose of this energy for you and the purpose of this energy for your partner, and perhaps pulling a poem for closing the energy, or a poem for perhaps one of the cards that comes out that I feel I'm quite drawn to. So for those of you that are going through now to the extended, that is a direct download in the description box below. So I'm sending you all of my love and all of my light in this journey of love in your movements forward, Libra, and many blessings.